Welcome. Our proposed solution is a program known as Reflect, meant to train managers and employees in regards to mental health and arm them with the tools necessary to combat stress and burnout. Let's work together. Just you and I.
Hi, this is Tyson Sacco, introducing the Uniqlo problem statement. Uniqlo is facing increasing levels of employee burnout and turnover within the store management and frontline staff sector. Insights from the industry dialogue reinforces that retail work involves pressures of long hours, need for customer satisfaction, high performance levels while creating a sustainable, engaging environment in a workplace as a leader in management. The industry dialogue states you don't realise they've been there from like 6 7 am before the store opened at 9 am, displaying the pressures and long hours Uniqlo leaders are facing. Uniqlo must meet customer expectations for service quality and speed. For example, making sure our stores are really easy to shop in. This undermines that Uniqlo are required to meet consistently high performance standards. However, a key issue seen in the Uniqlo session is that leaders are performance driven and lack the ability to support employee well-being. Ultimately, the challenge of Uniqlo leaders is how can they create a sustainable, engaging workplace, decreasing burnout and turnover while upholding high performance and delivering customer satisfaction. This is supported through the theoretical support, where Uniqlo use a people-centric approach where leaders prioritize employee growth, well-being, and allow their employees to take part in decision-making. Uniqlo management can propose the solution of creating an app and website where employees and managers can receive training and education to meet Uniqlo standards and leadership. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Mariam Fazli. I'm going to talk about Uniqlo and theoretical support. Uniqlo has transformational leadership. Transformational leadership is a style when a leader inspires, motivates, and empowers employees to achieve their goals, encouraging personal growth and encourage to focus on the goals and mission of the organization rather than their own self-interest. The Uniqlo leader Ronald has highlighted the mission, the customer satisfaction. Every customer deserves to have the best service and community and engagement employees growth. People-centric is an approach which is used by Uniqlo where leaders prioritize employees' growth, well-being, and allow their employees in decision-making process. Focus on employees' growth by supporting and providing training to their staff, individual motivation. Employees shared about Uniqlo launching a new item on their TikToks. Another individual want to be a CEO of Uniqlo of Australia. Thank you. Hi, I'm also talking about the evidence, making very transparent communication environment to make employees feel very safe, as highlight from the HR representative. Uniqlo aim to create psychologically safe environment with open communication. I need to understand everyone individual person motivation. Prevent when we highlight the staff members that had three very different motivation. Reinforces the people-centric approach as leadership is personalized, recognizing that each employee is motivated differently. One of the guys was motivated in terms of he really loves the brand and he, out of his own initiative, he thought he would get into trouble for his actual, and he created his own TikTok, and his TikTok actually got more viewers than our official channel as well. That emphasizes that Uniqlo management encourage and empower employees to take initiative and contribute creative in pursuit for Uniqlo's success. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Bhaskar. Based on the issues we identified, I'll be talking about the recommendations and solutions. Our first recommendation is to build a transformational leadership capability among store managers. This means training managers to lead in a way that is more supportive, motivating, and people-focused. Instead of only concentrating on sales targets and daily tasks, managers should also focus on coaching employees, giving encouragement, and helping staff feel valued at work. A transformational leadership is important because it can help managers recognize early signs of stress and burnout, and also respond before these issues become serious. Our second recommendation is to redesign work structure using the job demands resources or JDR model. At the moment, one of the biggest causes of stress is high job demands. This can include long hours, excessive overtime, and unrealistic sales expectations. So part of the solution is reducing these pressures where possible. At the same time, Uniqlo should increase resources available to employees. This could mean hiring extra support or staff during busy periods, allowing regular recovery breaks, and providing well-being support tools. It is also important to encourage open conversations about stress so employees feel comfortable giving feedback and managers can act on that feedback early. Overall, these recommendations aim to create a healthier workplace where staff feel supported, which can improve well-being, performance, and staff retention. Thank you. Now moving on to the next slide. Now I'll be taking you through the selected solution. So here we introduce our proposed solution called Reflect. Reflect is a website or app designed to support both employees and managers at Uniqlo by improving communications, reducing stress, and promoting mental well-being in the workplace. The platform has a few main features. First, it provides educational resources such as short videos that help staff and managers better understand stress, burnout, and ways to manage them. Second, it includes a communication hub where teams can share announcements, group messages, and direct messages, similar to tools like Canvas or WhatsApp. Third, and as in Canvas, there is also a portal separate for teachers and separate for students. Similarly, this will be separate for managers and employees. Third, there are manager tools. These give managers guidance on how to support staff and also send reminders to regularly check in on employee well-being. And another important feature is anonymous feedback, which gives employees a safe way to share concerns without feeling uncomfortable. Finally, the platform includes a well-being check-in system where employees can quickly reflect on how their shift went and receive support suggestions if needed straight away. Overall, the goal of Reflect is to create a healthier and more supportive work environment through better communication and proactive mental health support.
A large factor that causes stress to build up is just how little people know about it. A lack of understanding regarding its causations, consequences, and its solutions. This valuable information is not easily accessible or frequently encouraged for workers despite the benefit it may provide. But with Reflect, this lack of education is mitigated. Professionally guided videos specific for both managers and employees to help them identify and resolve stress within or outside the workplace. What can cause stress, how it affects oneself or even others, and the necessary steps to overcome it. Key insight is made far more accessible for managers and the average casual or part-time employee who operates under Uniqlo. It's not rare for businesses to provide managers with light training before accepting a position. Now, if those same employees had to undergo the same training for identifying and managing stress in oneself as part of their Uniqlo onboarding process, built-up stress, burnout, and employee turnover would be greatly reduced. See here, for example, a rough layout of the educator format this website could have. Rather than a single 45-minute exercise once a year, pre-recorded professional guidance could be in the palm of your hands. But it's one thing for employees to know the general idea of stress, it's another to help employees work through it. Studies show the value in reflection, how it can expose daily issues or help us further value aspects in our lives. As such, Reflect would ask employees how their shift was on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, however often Uniqlo or the employee deems necessary, how they feel or what their experiences were, whether positive or negative at Uniqlo, would be firmly contemplated. A 5-star rating system with input questions designed to allow employees the moment of reflection. This information here will be restricted purely for the employee. No information here will be conveyed to the managers as to ensure fully honest reflection. Repeated positive reviews would be celebrated while repeated negative or low-star shifts would be highlighted to the respondent. From here, Reflect could direct them to the necessary videos depending on their reflections. If an employee inputs a consistent issue with burnout, Reflect may notice this and provide them with suggested solutions or direct them to the Reflect videos discussing burnout. And to restate, while these questions may be tailored to Uniqlo, the answers themselves are restricted for the employee's eyes only. But this reflection system, in whatever form it takes, is the instrumental feature to helping employees help themselves. Stress and mental degeneration isn't seen, it's felt. So employees may need to be prompted the opportunity to realize this before someone else feels their stress. Upon discovering their consistent issues, employees may consult with managers if it is a business-related situation and work together to solve their issues. Reflect could also act as a direct communications tool similar to platforms such as WhatsApp or Microsoft Teams, allowing managers and employees to easily communicate with one another all on the same app to discuss store announcements, employee feedback, new roster shifts. Team communication is always a valued skill within the workplace, and Reflect would further encourage this. While simple in design, this would enhance store efficiency and cut down on necessary apps employees need to consider. Rather than having Reflect and WhatsApp, Reflect and Microsoft Teams, there would simply be Reflect for all employees and managers. Uniqlo could incorporate additional features and aspects that only Uniqlo would deem necessary, additional features that help improve productivity in ways WhatsApp or Microsoft Teams could never. There are a number of additional features that could reduce turnover or enhance business performances that a different program does not offer. An anonymous communication system would allow employees to provide feedback to managers with an anonymous security. Many ideas and suggestions are never shared due to a fear of being rejected personally. While poor and discouraged, many team managers fail to consider constructive criticism, and other managers can also hold personal grudges with their employees. I know I, for one, and many employees my age have shared these experiences. This anonymous feature would allow concerned or disgruntled employees to share their opinions without being personally ostracized. Similar to normal chat programs, this system will highlight when the receiving party has seen a message. Managers would have little to no choice but to consider or compromise with these requests without jeopardizing team chemistry. Another additional feature that could be added is a reminder/scheduling system. An addition like this could boost productivity in a number of ways. For employees, this could notify when they have a shift or must complete a shift review, and a similar service could be provided for managers. Naturally, this could notify them regarding deliveries, shift procedures, or important phone calls. But more importantly, to the objective at hand, the Reflect system could schedule routine mental health checkups for managers to their employees. These checkups could be scheduled once to twice a shift, just after peak hours, or even after online after hours. Whenever executed, these routine stress checkups could not only reduce employee stress or burnout, but also create a larger team bond between managers and their employees. With time, an anonymous chat system or a scheduled notification may be deemed unnecessary, as managers will eventually build a natural habit of checking on their employees, or employees eventually feel naturally confident in confronting their managers. But these features would be necessary in laying the foundation of these bonds and creating a capable and sustainable work environment. This is a rough Gantt chart detailing the timeline of our proposal. The first 9 weeks would be spent ensuring Reflect is a service you need it to be, as well as researching the necessary information to make it so. Once we have gotten your approval in the design stage, we could begin programming the website in the development phase. Website and app design is approximately 10 weeks, so this is how long was allocated. Once this website has been effectively tested and earns your approval, we may launch Reflect, leaving suitable time to monitor its performance and resolve any lingering issues. Reflect will make a healthier and more sustainable work environment for Uniqlo managers and employees alike by helping to reduce stress and burnout, while also allowing Uniqlo to tap into a digital market it has never done before. This program never has to be limited to Uniqlo. Business communication programs such as WhatsApp have billions of users and generate millions of dollars in revenue. In 2024, WhatsApp generated approximately $10 billion in revenue worldwide through simple business charges based on each message sent. Meanwhile, mental health programs such as Headspace or Beyond Blue garner social and financial support from the Australian government. Creating, marketing, and distributing Reflect could care for the mental health of employees all around the world while boosting Uniqlo's productivity and generating their own external revenue. So let us work together, just you and I. And these are the sources we used. Thank you for listening to our presentation.